Do you realize how weird the reveal for Black Ops 7 was this year? Because it's really, really weird. It's something that we have never seen before for a Call of Duty game. In fact, seemingly they are doing everything backwards. You'll see what I mean once we dive into this video, but I wanted to make a video going over some of the hidden news that we've seen about Black Ops 7, specifically about multiplayer development, some files that have been found within Black Ops 6, but also go over what is next. When is the next time we're going to see a new teaser, new trailer, some specific dates that you can look at? Because after our last teaser, things got weird. And let me first explain to you what's been going on with Black Ops 7 and compare it to what a normal Call of Duty reveal actually looks like. So things actually started off at the Xbox Game Showcase. At the very end of the showcase, they didn't tell us that this was a Call of Duty trailer, but they just started to play this trailer. Now, why is it so weird that this was the first thing that we got? Well, traditionally, we get teasers or an ARG or something that leads up to the reveal trailer, kind of breadcrumbs that are given to us. Sometimes they're in Warzone, other times they're in random websites that lead up to this big trailer. And traditionally, specifically last year, it was at Xbox Game Showcase, which we'll go over in a minute. So then we got this trailer, which revealed the name of the game, which, as we know, is Call of Duty Black Ops 7. And everyone was shocked about this because, number one, this trailer does not look like a Call of Duty game, let alone a Black Ops game. But then the name came up and everyone was like, oh my God, it's a Black Ops game. But then about a week later, we then got this teaser.
2025 was just the beginning. A necessary first step. Once again, you shall know fear.
So normally this teaser without a name reveal would come out before the full reveal trailer. So that was weird to begin with, but also within this little teaser trailer, there are no breadcrumbs, there are no dates, there's no hint as to what is to come next. So we're left guessing, and we'll get to that in a minute, but I wanted to first show you what a normal Call of Duty reveal looks like, looking at what happened with Black Ops 6. So last year, what happened is we got access to a website called The Truth Lies. This revealed the Cerberus logo and gave us some hints as to when this game was going to take place. For example, we found out through this kind of ARG on thetruthlies.com that the game was going to take place in 1991, leading us down that Gulf War era style game. So we figured all of that out, and eventually this website led us to the launch of the live action reveal trailer. Now, this didn't have any gameplay, but it did give us once again a setting, and as we talked about yesterday, a kind of clickbaity idea of what this game was going to be like, which we never really got Saddam Hussein or George W. Bush or Margaret Thatcher. It really wasn't much like the game, but it did tell us what the name of the game was going to be, as well as tell us when the big reveal for the game was going to be, which was at the Xbox Game Showcase, which was almost the exact same date that it was this year. Once we got to the Xbox Game Showcase, then we got the big reveal, which showed up what the campaign is going to look like, a little bit tidbits of what the multiplayer was going to look like, and this is what the normal reveal cycle of a Call of Duty game is. Small teaser leading to bigger teaser trailer, which the bigger teaser trailer gives us the date of the full reveal trailer. This year, it's happening backwards. Now, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, the weird thing about the trailer that was put out first is that it was not called a reveal trailer, it was called a teaser trailer, which is super, super weird to have a 3-minute and 5-second teaser trailer. It's really, really weird. So it lends to the question how much of this trailer that we're seeing is actually going to be what the campaign actually looks like. We don't know as of yet. However, what we do know is the one thing that they told us is that we would be getting the full reveal at some point this summer. But as I mentioned in the last teaser that they gave us, there was no breadcrumbs as to when that could potentially be. So when or what are we going to see next when it comes to Black Ops 7? First of all, it was weird that in the original 3-minute and 5-second trailer or teaser trailer that they actually gave us a hidden date inside of that trailer for June the 20th, 2025, which led us to the little 15-second teaser that we saw there. But then the teaser had no date whatsoever. So what do we know about the summer? First things first, one date I can almost guarantee you we will get something for Black Ops 7 is August the 19th. Why do I say August the 19th? Because that is when we have the opening night live for Gamescom. This is traditionally an event where they would show one of the campaign missions for Call of Duty. So we know on August 19th we'll be getting that, but also traditionally before that period of time, we would have some breadcrumbs and more teasers and maybe even another trailer that would come out before and give us the date of August 19th, so we would know something was coming at that point. So August 19th, opening night live for Gamescom. For sure something will be happening there. And believe it or not, as I am making this video, we just got more confirmation because Xbox has just announced that they will be indeed at Gamescom, and guess who owns Call of Duty? That is right, Xbox. 2 weeks before that is when the 5th season of Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is going to take place. And we happen to know that they have directly said, this was in the description of the trailer that they put out, is that they wanted to be clear that Black Ops 7 was a sequel to not only Black Ops 2, but Black Ops 6 as well. So I would not be surprised whatsoever if during Season 5, whether that be the cinematic or whether that be an event within Warzone, we get some teasers leading up to what will happen moving into Black Ops 7. Now, what that is, I have no idea, but there's another date you want to put on your calendar. The other question is with Season 4 Reloaded or Season 4.5. Now, as of right now, we haven't seen a single trailer, release, even inkling as to when this is going to be. It could be as early as this week, it could be next week, but we have July 4th at some point next week, and then the week after that we are getting like just 3 weeks away from the launch of Season 5, so it's got to be in one of the next 3 weeks. My best guess is next week, but again, we haven't heard anything, at least as of making this video, so your guess is as good as mine. But there very well could be something story-wise, or maybe even just teasers or Easter eggs revolving around that update. Now, some more showing that we might get something in game is pre-order bonuses. So within Black Ops 6, there has been files found, and as you can see at the beginning of these, it says SAT. That's Project Saturn, aka Black Ops 7. But these are operators. Maroon, Yellow, and Azure, 2 of them being USA, and 1 of them seemingly being Ethiopia. The first one sounds as though it'll be a Mason. I'm wondering if one's David Mason and one's Alex Mason as some sort of promotional material for Black Ops 7. But with these already being in the game files, I think we'll be finding out about this and pre-orders before Gamescom. At least that would be my guess. So maybe with the launch of Season 5, I don't know, but they're already in the game files. The one other leak that I haven't talked about on the channel yet has to do with the multiplayer of Black Ops 7. The current rumor, and this was leaked from the Ghost of Hope, who has been pretty reputable, is the fact that Sledgehammer Games is actually the studio who is doing the majority of the work on the multiplayer for Black Ops 7. As we know, Treyarch developed Black Ops 6 multiplayer, and the fallout of players who have been playing that game has dropped off significantly. So, with what they did with Modern Warfare 3, I'm thinking that Activision thought they could throw them back on increased player retention of multiplayer, similar to what they did with Modern Warfare 3. Now, the downside to this is they didn't really give Black Ops 6 a chance, because the entire time that that game was out and they were developing post-launch content for that game, Treyarch also had to be making Black Ops 7. So I don't exactly know how that works, but based off of current rumors, Sledge should be working on that, which a lot of people are excited about because a lot of people really liked what they did with the multiplayer for Modern Warfare 3, with the amps, with the events, with things like that. I still think the events in that game could be better as well, by the way, but that's essentially everything that we know as of right now for what is next for Black Ops 7. Dates that you want to stay tuned for is whenever Season 4 Reloaded is, the August 5th week for the launch of Season 5, and August 19th for Gamescom. If there's any other things that you guys have found, feel free to let me know down in the comments. As we find more, I will keep you guys updated, so make sure you're subscribed, have notifications on. As always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace.
We are reaching for the stars.